leaves me for somebody that either is less than me, but it's like, I gave your ugly ass a chance. I gave your ugly ass a chance. You're gonna cheat on me, bitch. If I cheat on you, that's an honor. If you cheat on me, that's disrespect. And I know that sounds a little toxic, but it's like when you're the pretty one in the relationship, you can't get cheated on.
For real, that's like damn. Like when they
that's like winning the trophy and just like, here, you can take the trophy. I don't want no more. I just wanted to compete. I just want to show people that I could win. But like, fuck this trophy. Here you go, second place. Here you go, third place.
You have that.
Yeah, it's like, why are you gonna cheat on the thing that you say is so great and all that? I don't know. If the nigga had an underbite, you just made me feel so much more confident about myself.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Just because I got crooked teeth, but like people don't always see that.
I would never notice.
It's literally my bottom. The bottom three ones are crooked.
Your bottom doesn't even, like my two front teeth on the top are crooked, like right in the front, like.
As well as if I remember, the one on the top left is a little bit crooked. Like I've looked at my teeth well enough to be like, I kind of want braces, but at the same time, like I keep telling you, my smile is the most confident thing. So it's like, for having crooked teeth, people really don't notice it. So it's like it's something that they wouldn't know if I didn't talk about it. But most times I don't talk about it. Aside from when I do talk about it, it's like, are you sure, motherfucker? It's like, yeah, they're crooked. It's just, yeah, I look at my teeth as much as I do. It's said that we are our own worst critics. Like how you say you hate your body, but I'm like, it's not a bad body. I've touched it a handful of times. We are our own worst critics. Like I keep telling you guys, I don't know how attractive I am. The fact that y'all let me do what the fuck I do, it confuses me sometimes. I'm like, oh, thank you. Because if you won't, though, somebody else will. And that's true. It's just having the patience and the wherewithal to find them.
Would it be okay if we started heading back?
Oh, how's
Okay, I was like, I didn't want to ask, but
you act like I ain't got work in the fucking morning.
I know, I was like,
I was waiting on you, to be honest.
Oh.
Just want to make sure it was yours. Oh, yeah. Huh? Because I'm a grown child, I don't fucking know. Let's go. I didn't even think about this till now. So I've actually thrown up 2 days in a row now. That's not the point. Technically speaking, when I woke up for work earlier yesterday, because today's a different day, 2:49, it's still in the morning. Back to the point. When I woke up yesterday, and I got up early and I didn't start walking around, but it wasn't until I started walking around I ended up throwing up yet again. Today, I ended up having, like later in the day of that day, I ended up having like 2 fucking Jersey Mike subs, like 14 inches, ate both of them within, I don't know, I'd probably say within an hour of each other, stuff like that. And then I passed out. I came to hang out with the person I was kicking the soccer ball around with. Now, we kicked the soccer ball around. I don't know what it is about movement, but it eventually wakes my stomach up. And that's when I realized if I'm sick or not, because like, we didn't even do much running. And like, I remembered we were looking at something. I'm like, what the fuck's that shiny thing? She's like, I don't know. I want to see if she could see it too, or if it's just something that's happening with my lens. Sometimes people see what I see, sometimes it's only me. So she's like, I see it too. So I'm like, okay. So I went to go over and check it out. But what really happened is I went over there to throw up. I didn't know I was going over there to throw up, but like once I got there, something just was trying to come out my mouth, and I was like, okay. And like when I went back, I'm like, did you hear that? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So I had to use water to wash my mouth out because, I had to throw up again. And like, I'm 100% fine. Honestly, I don't mind throwing up. I literally do not mind. I hate the dry heaving, but I don't mind the actual process of throwing up. And I'm like, that's kind of weird, isn't it? But then again, I'm kind of weird, aren't I? And yes, I am, and I'm fine with that. But like, so long as I'm not a danger to other people's existence, it doesn't fucking matter how weird I am. I still get women, people, bitches, assholes, demons, angels, blessings, curses. I still get what everybody else gets, or maybe not everybody else gets what I get. Either way, I'm special. Without the head. But I'll be doing that special shit with my special head. Either way, like, I'm not bragging, I'm warning in a sense. Like, if you want to have fun with me, you can have fun with me. If you want to fight me, you can fight me. If you want to ignore me, you can ignore me. You can do whatever the fuck you want to with me, so long as I agree and so long as you agree. That's the only thing that we have to. Mutual respect for each other. If we don't respect each other, then I hope we can at least mutually disrespect each other. If we can't at least do that, then I don't know what war is. I just like to have fun. And the way that I have fun is some people's chaos. And some people's chaos is my fun. And I'm aware of that. Like, there's no one size fits all for everything. And the fact of the matter that I will give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt when they don't deserve it is sometimes my problem and my fault, because I'm so wide range of knowledge and knowing that there is no one size fits all. There's no blueprint. Like, it's not as simple as looking and be like, I know exactly what's going on. Sometimes I have to ask the right questions. Sometimes I have to word the questions in a certain way. And sometimes I just have to be very patient and watch them. And I'm aware of that. So I'm lucky that I am blessed and cursed in the ways I am, even though most of the times I feel like. And I say all that just to say this. Somebody will. Like, I didn't even realize it because I washed my mouth out with water, but I still kissed her on the lips, which I don't tend to do with every person I sleep with. But, like, I've been sleeping with her on and off for, like, years now, but that's besides the point. So, like, and they're not kidding when they say where somebody wants, somebody else will. It's just finding the wills and the wants. And that's the reason why I have people want to sectionize out in my life, because there's some people, like, I just want to fuck. There's some people that I just absolutely find it orgasmic to speak to them. There's some people I would just rather do drugs with. There's just some people that fit in my life in certain ways. And there's some people that fit in my life in multiple ways. And, like, my issue is when I can find somebody that fits in my life in multiple ways, but they don't want to. And that nobody's entitled to fit in my life in more than one position. If you just want to be somebody that smokes weed with me, fine. If you want to be somebody that just sees me naked, fine. If you want to be somebody that just wants to fuck me, fine. But first, we have to be able to communicate on that level and be able to agree on that. But for the fact that a lot of the situations I feel like I've gotten into wasn't communicated into it, it just kind of happened, and we slipped into those positions without being like, hey, you know you're just my dick, right? Or, hey, you know you're just my emotional support friend, right? Or, hey, you know I just call you over for drugs, right? Like, if we could, but no, we can't talk about that shit. It's just got to be an elephant in the room. We just got to show it. It's just like, and I'm fine with labels. I'm 100% fine if you just say we're friends. But are we friends that we see each other naked or not? I need to know, because yes, I will admit, I have friends that I have fucked, and I have touched their lady parts, as well as I've touched their breast extensions. And it's just like, what? We're good as friends for the fact that, like, okay, this girl, like, yes, I've been fucking around and off. Like, I've even thought about dating her for the fact that, like, I think we have good chemistry, we have similar mindsets. So I'm like, why the fuck wouldn't we make it? And she explained to me recently, like, it's for the fact that I am a pretty person. I don't always see it, but thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and those I don't know prefer pronouns too. Stop trying to always fuck me. Sometimes yes, most of the times no. So for the fact that I am a pretty person, and she's aware of how jealous that she is, she says that she would be upset if other females were flirting with me, and I'm like, I don't even know when women are hitting on me. If I don't have a woman to tell me a woman's hitting on me, I don't know. Sometimes I think they're just being very nice, and sometimes I think people are hitting on me, but that's not the case. So most of the times I don't think about it, but I think that everybody's doing a very good job at being kind to each other, or very kind to me, but I don't know why you're not being kind to anybody else. Like, why are you so nice to me and rude to them? Where it's like, if you're rude to me, I just think you're racist. I know it's not the right thought process, but I know that's also my default thought process, because, like, why are you being rude to me? Like, there's no reason to be rude to me aside from the fact that you're stupid and you're racist. And you gotta be a stupid racist to just hate me without really knowing why. And, like, there's many, 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 many good reasons to hate me. But how much do you know about me to be able to actually make a good decision to dislike me or not? Either flipping way. If you like me, you're doing a good job. If you don't like me, you're fucking racist. And I'm like, I know that's just very narrow-minded of me, so I don't really discuss that all that much. But I'm also aware that there's millions of reasons why people might dislike me, but also might be simple as my eye color is different. And I know it's fucking ridiculous. And I know it sounds like a ridiculous sign, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You'll learn through the experiences, or at least that's how I learned. Like, I've learned through accepting everything that I don't want everything. I only want certain things. And I only learned I wanted certain things because when I had nothing, I didn't know what I wanted. And now that I've had, like, I can't say I've had everything, but I've experienced a lot of things enough to know that I don't want a lot of things. And I've learned more of what I don't want compared to what I do want. So at least I can tell you, I don't want this. And that's about it. I'm glad to be able to have people section off in certain ways in my life where it doesn't get, or at least I believe it's manageable. I don't mix my people, and I think that's why I'm a little bit more happier than others, because they'll try to mix their people when they shouldn't even be mixing with the people that they're mixing with sometimes. And I'm aware sometimes I shouldn't be mixing with the people I'm mixing with, but when I compare my spills to other people's spills, my issues don't leak into my personal life. Like, all my lives are separate, believe it or not. My work, I had 2 jobs. Both my work lives are separate. I have my personal lives, I have my night lives. None of them intervene with each other. And you know why? Because I don't trust people to get along with each other. Just because they get along with me doesn't mean they get along with the people that I get along with. Which is why I've also thought, like, because I've wanted to throw parties when I get my whole entire life set up, but also I've wanted to make sure it's sectioned off that way. Like, the potheads stick with the potheads, alcoholics stick with the alcoholics, the psychedelic people stick with psychedelics. Because I realize how I'm not a one-size-fits-all type person. Like, you could put me in whatever fucking room you want, and I can make friends in it. So I want to make sure if I have a room full of my friends can make friends with my other friends, essentially. And I would assume, because I would try to shoot for those that have the open-minded intelligence, regardless if they were an alcoholic type person, regardless if they were a psychedelic head, regardless if they were a pothead, regardless of what drug that they choose to ride through life with. I would hope that I always pick the ones that were intelligently out there and open-minded to different experiences and different people's worldviews and different lives, instead of just stubborn-headed individuals. Because if you want to stay stubborn, then stay stupid. But if you want to be educated, open up your mind a little bit more. You can't get anything if you have closed doors, motherfuckers. I'm just saying, like, you might get a delivery, but how would you know if you never check? I'm just saying.